Hello, my fellow trough bathers. So today I'm going to be discussing the major differences between Warzone and the Blackout game mode. So as you guys know, Warzone just released March 10th, which was a couple days ago. Now, if you guys are big fans of Blackout, I highly suggest that you check this game mode out. Um, and really starting out, the major difference that I've seen is the amount of players that you have. In Blackout you have 100 players or so. In Warzone you have around 150 to start out with. Now, having 50 plus players compared to Blackout is a major difference in the gameplay, in my opinion. The maps are actually, or the map for Warzone is actually way bigger than the Blackout one. I believe it's 2 to 4 times bigger or so. So when you land, there's not really a big chance that you're gonna wind up finding people, especially if you land around the perimeter of the circle. Now, another thing to talk about is the gas. So, as you know, in Blackout, it's kind of like a storm or whatever, but in Warzone, it's more of like this crazy looking gas that creeps up on you between every circle. And as you know, when the circles get smaller towards the end of the game, it does do more damage to you and take away more HP. So what they've done for Warzone is they'll give you a gas mask that you can find in the game, which will reduce the damage if you wind up in the storm or the gas or whatever you want to call it. Which is kind of similar to what they did for the Outlander perk for Blackout, which I thought was pretty cool. Another thing too that I've seen with the Warzone is they also have two different game modes you can play. So as opposed to standard battle royale like Blackout did, just standard, one life and that's it for your squad. Warzone has this thing where you can either do plunder or battle royale. So plunder is where you have to see who can get to the first $1 million, and that's whoever wins the game. Now, me personally, I haven't really played it yet, but it sounds like something that's pretty fun. Now you do get respawn in this, so I guess it's not really a battle royale, but it's just a different variant of the uh, the Warzone mode. So the loot system is also another pretty cool thing that I saw that they incorporated into Warzone. So now Blackout had a looting system as well, but it just was not as fast paced as you'd probably want it to. So what I've noticed for Warzone is that they actually took a lot of concepts from Apex Legends, which if you guys did not know, I believe that game came out last year. But they took a lot of similar concepts to it from it when it comes to like marking stuff and then also the looting system. So when you kill a player, all their stuff just falls to the ground, like they just explode into loot, and you can pick up this loot rather quickly as opposed to in Blackout where you had to, unzip the bag, cycle through the stuff that you needed, cycle through the ammo, and then you have to attach, all your different attachments on your gun. It was a big hassle, and then you might wind up getting killed in that process just because it took so long, or if you were, a veteran player and looted in like 1 second. But another thing too, the looting system is very, very convenient. So as you guys know, like Apex, like I said, you can just run right through it, and a lot of times you'll just pick things right up. Now I wish, I believe you do have to press square on some things. I'm not 100% sure, but uh, I wish there was just a setting to where how they did in Blackout, where you can just press the square button once instead of holding it down to where you can pick up stuff. It would just speed things up, make things more easier. But I like what they did for the Warzone game mode, and their looting system is definitely better than the Blackout one. The next thing that I'm going to discuss is the respawning and downing. Now, Warzone in itself is not really. It is a battle royale, but at the same time, they did tweak the respawn system to where you can get back in, even if you were full killed. So the cool spin on it is like you can't just you don't just wait 30 seconds to a minute in order to respawn. You can actually get bought back into the game, or you can do a 1v1 in the gulag showers. So that was a very cool concept that I thought they introduced, because it really gives you the incentive to fight your way back into the game. Um, Now, if you guys listened to Matthew's video previously, if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you go watch that. He was discussing how even if your full squad died, you guys can still go back to gulag showers and respawn. It is just one time. If you lose a gulag showers, if you lose that 1v1, you cannot respawn back in until somebody actually finds a respawn point, which I believe it's like a buy point or something like that, where you can buy different like these kill streaks. You can also buy armor. You can buy your player back in, which I thought was pretty cool. But overall, this Warzone game mode, I'm still trying to get the hang of. Other than that, I've taken a lot of the different, I guess, mindset and skill based from Blackout. I try to transfer that over to Warzone, and it seems to be working out pretty well. I do think Warzone is going to be much more fun in the future when they do updates or different perks. And they also have a very cool loadout system to where you'll get a loadout drop, and whatever loadout you had in multiplayer, you can grab that from the drop and use that in game. So I definitely have to tweak my loadout from multiplayer in order to really suit the Warzone the Warzone setting. Just because, and another thing too, like when you do get a loadout, please do not like it does not give you ammo. It's very similar to the blackjack box on Blackout, if you guys are familiar with that when you play Hot Pursuit. But yeah, it's very similar. Another thing too is the kill streaks and the helicopters and vehicles that you do use are still super loud, like in the multiplayer. So you do have to keep an eye out for that. I probably will lower my audio quite a lot, but then again, there is a caveat to that, because you might not be able to hear players around you. So other than that, guys, I really enjoy this game mode. I think it's very similar to Blackout in certain ways. I think they've taken concepts from not only Blackout but from other games like Apex and even Fortnite. Even part of the marking system was from Apex Legends, which is pretty crazy. But I think they have a lot of room to make this really nice. There's little tweaks here and there that I think they can really change, as opposed to like the lighting. But then again, the texture for the Black Ops and Modern Warfare, I guess series you can say, is very different. So Black Ops is more cartoonish, Modern Warfare is more realistic, and that's what I like about the two. It's just a major difference, so you can't really try to compare them in that aspect. It was always like that. So yeah. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please let us know on different content that you guys want to see down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.